Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, of a very special episode, we're diving in to one of my favorite craft distilleries back up in New York. That's right, it's Kings County Barrel Strength single barrel pick from Seelbachs. So these are what?
I'm drinking New York drink too.
Oh, look at that. Rita's drinking a New York drink too, she said. Her participation probably will not be that great in this video, so don't get your hopes up. Anyway, so this is a Seelbachs store pick, barrel strength of Kings County. So this is one of the first store picks of Kings County that I've had. Now, go watch it above my review of batch 17 Kings County barrel strength. I also did the barrel strength rye from them, batch 8. I thought it was 2024, but I heard it was like December 2023, so whatever. It's the latest batch, I think, although I heard just recently, now this was filmed in very early April, I heard just recently they did release batch 18 of the barrel strength bourbon. So keep on the lookout for that. I have not seen or heard of that yet, but I heard it could be out. So keep your eyes peeled if you're a fan of that. But today we're going to explore how good is the single barrel compared to the latest batch. I've seen and heard of single barrels, some hazmat, some not. This one's 128.8 proof, compute 64.4% alcohol by volume. So it's actually a little lighter than our 132 proof, compute 66.2% alcohol by volume batch 17. So a little bit lighter in proof, but one major difference is here on the back. Batch 17 says aged 4 years or more, yet we knew there was older stuff in that there, so they said. This one carries an age 6 years. So overall it's older. Now, these are $110 hairs a bottle, which I think is like maybe $10 hairs more than the batch version, or call it a wash. Okay, call it a wash. So they're the same, basically the same price. In my mind, picks are usually better if you can get them from a trusted source. Seelbachs does pretty good on their picks. I haven't had a bad pick from them yet. I think they put some care into it. Other places, may not. Your mileage may vary. Now, what they do say on the website, though, is that this was a 6-year barrel strength bourbon, and it was a blend of their 15-gallon and 53-gallon barrels. Then they re-dumped it into an ex-bourbon barrel, and here's the weird part. They topped it off with a little 8-year to add some balance. And now I'm like, hold up. First off, that's great. So this is mostly 6-year with some 8 on top. But how is that a single barrel? I mean, there's a barrel number here. Did they mean that's the single barrel that they recast it into? If so, that's a little misleading. But they do give you the full facts on Seelbachs. But that's nowhere on this label. So that's interesting, nonetheless. So what we're going to find today is how good is it compared to the batch versions. So here's the Seelbachs. Color, just what we like. Deep, dark, and delicious. And look, if you've been not wanting to try these, you haven't had one, get off the couch and go find one. These are very good. I'm not a Scotch guy, not a malt guy, not a single malt guy, by any stretch of the imagination. These are 80% New York corn and 20% UK malt in the mash bill. So, and I love them. So don't be afraid of that 20% UK malt. All right, let's give it a nosing. Good Lord, that smells delicious. This is all like cherries and other berries. Chocolate drizzled here. Like a nice Coca-Cola note. Is this Stagg Jr? Man, there's like vanilla. This actually reminds me of Stagg Jr on the nose. Wow. I mean, it's a little sweet, but now it's not as sweet as I don't think it's as sweet as Stagg Jr, but that profile is there. It's very cherry, vanilla, Coca-Cola. There's some dark chocolates in here. Even some like lighter fruit notes coming up. I really like this. Let's give it a sip. Oh my God, is this one good? First off, A+++ rating from Bourbon Bill. Absolute buy. You definitely should get one of these. I was getting a lot of the cherry on there, the Coca-Cola. There was a chocolate note on there too. Very well put together. Very thick and viscous on the mouth. Finish was long. There was actually a good bit, I think, of a little bit more developed oak. Now this isn't like well seasoned, 15-year plus oak notes, but there was a good oak note in there that did not come across young and didn't come across woody. Just a nice oak note, and then all those delicious stuff that we said on the nose was right there on the palate. Oh, what a delicious, delicious pour. All right, now what you want to know is how does that compare to batch 17? And let's find out for you tonight. I've enjoyed this one quite a bit. We'll see how long it sticks around. Alright, now, batch 17's a little proofier, but let's see if we get the same stuff on the nose. Yeah, this one's different. It's not as sweet. It's got a little bit of spice to it. It's very, date raisiny. That oak note's there. It's got the chocolate. It's missing the cherry, vanilla, Coca-Cola piece, but it's the same other than that, and it amps up the raisin note on the nose. Let's take a sip. Oh, man. Man, that one's quite good. Different animals, though. This one is not as sweet. Like we said, the nose comes through in the palate. It's got a lot of raisin, date, kind of fig, that dark profile going on. Not as sweet. Surprisingly, for being higher proof, it's not as thick on the mouthfeel. And I'm not sure the finish is quite as long and is missing all those delicious vanilla Coca-Cola cherry notes. Back to the Seelbachs pick. Oh my, yeah, this is elevated on the nose by far. Oh, the Seelbachs pick wins. I really enjoy batch 17, don't get me wrong, it's very good. Still a buy in my book. The pick though, I think it's the extra aging going on there. And maybe they use more of the smaller barrels. I don't know. Whatever magic occurred there gives more to the profile. So I'm pretty excited to see where Kings County is going, as the years roll on. I want to see like a 10-year. Give me a 10-year Kings County. Big fan. Seelbachs did a great job on that one. Now, special little comparison surprise, courtesy of Dave Vogelsang. Thank you, sir. Always a supporter of the channel. We have a Lost Lantern. If you're not sure what that is, it's a company that puts out lost barrels from different distilleries, and they're usually very good. So usually a very good, barrel from that distillery. This is Lost Lantern, Kings County Distillery, Brooklyn Bakery it was called. 133 proof. So essentially maybe a single barrel. Not sure what year that was from. Dave, go ahead and comment below what year that one was from. Now see, this tends more the date raisin. It just doesn't have this delicious cherry Coca-Cola note going on with the Seelbachs has. It's got a little more well-seasoned oak on it though, I think, than batch 17. Oh, but batch 17 brings just more dates and raisins. All right, let's take a sip of the Lost Lantern. Oh, is that good? Is that good? It's a little bit woodier than the batch 17. It's closer to me to the batch 17 flavor profile though than the Seelbachs pick. Seelbachs pick I think is better. We're saying off the bat, Seelbachs pick is better. And I'm going to like batch 17 better. This is very good, the Lost Lantern pick, but both batch 17 and by a wide margin, the Seelbachs pick are a little bit sweeter, and they carry just a little bit extra something over the Lost Lantern, but that's still very good. I wouldn't be disappointed to get that bottle. I think that bottle was like $90 hairs, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, so a little bit of a discount. Certainly in the same playing field as batch 17. Before we wrap up tonight, I wouldn't leave you there. I said the new Seelbachs pick reminded me of Stagg Jr. And what do we have today? A Stagg missing the Junior. This is, I believe, batch 18, 131 proof, compute 65.5% alcohol by volume. Wow, that cork just shot off in there. Now, batch 18 wasn't my favorite Stagg Jr. ever, but it is a good example. Let's see how she compares to that Seelbachs pick. All right, let's give it a nosing. Yeah, it's got like this cherry cola note going on. Now, it does tend to be a bit fruitier, but oh man, I mean, they're like, that cherry cola note's similar. Wow. Okay, so it wasn't, not identical, don't get me wrong. There's not really much malt, you know, in the Stagg, but it's a little sweeter smelling overall. And it's carrying a little bit of stone fruit to it, but that Kings County here could be mistaken for just a different batch of Stagg Jr. on the nose. Let's take a sip of Stagg Jr. batch 18. Ooh, that's good. Just a good old Stagg Jr., you know. It's a $60 bottle. Okay, I know you might pay $100 hairs, $150, whatever, but it's a solid $60 hair bottle, Stagg Jr. It's very good. It's got that cherry note, cherry cola in there. It's a little sweeter. It's got some brown sugar. You know, it's got a little bit, it's sweeter profile than this Kings County. Now, is a Kings County Seelbachs pick better? The nose has more going on, honestly. It's a deeper, richer flavor, and you got the chocolate in here, and like a little bit more oak. Let's take a sip. Oh my God. That Seelbachs pick crushes that Stagg Jr. batch 18. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all you Buffalo Trace fanboys. Don't go spend $150 for this, when probably for $100 hairs, you can find a nice pick of Kings County. Now, I know these aren't findable everywhere. I think Seelbachs is sold out, but maybe they'll get another one. Maybe your local store will have one, depending on where you're at. But you can probably find this as easy as you can find a Stagg Jr. Alright? Maybe even easier. Heck, take a trip on down, or up, or east, or west to New York, and see what they got at the distillery. Wow. Just, man, I have not had a Kings County that was profile close to Stagg Jr. and just tromped it like that. Wow, good job, Seelbachs, on that pick, I will say. Whoever helped with that pick, good job. And this is an example of what Kings County is capable of, right? They are improving. They got older distillate laying around, everybody. And if you haven't taken notice yet, it's time to take notice now. So if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button, everyone. Thanks. Have a good evening.